that was curated to switch the narrative, to show that it's never too late to shift your mindset, heal your heart, and live the life that you truly desire. Sis, you are magic. You just haven't discovered it yet. But in order to get to the goal, you have to do a little bit of digging, getting through all the hard stuff to allow your true self to shine. Because yes, you are beautiful. But how is your soul really feeling? Are you fine on the inside? Hey guys, welcome back to Fine on the Inside, episode 2. Wow. If you are tuned in, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I love you guys, and you could be doing anything right now, but you are tuned in, so shout out to you. I appreciate you guys. Y'all, today is my 31st birthday. Turn up. But no, actually, I ain't turning up this year, okay? I don't know what it is, but I'm entering like my healthy, girly, better girly, just better overall. I'm entering an era that feels good. It feels weird though. Like, usually I would be out, turned up, you know. I did want to go away, but I just thought like this wasn't really the time. But like, usually I would be partying, drunk as hell somewhere, you know, just like needing to do the most. But like this year, I don't feel the need to do that. Like, I woke up today and I went on a run. I did 3 miles. I walked 1, and like, that feels so good. What better way to start my birthday off than by taking care of myself, like honoring myself and doing something that's going to benefit me and make me feel good. And then like, just like the feeling of knowing that you got something done, it was just like, wow, like, shout out to me for doing that. And so I just didn't really feel, I ain't been feeling like doing too much. I've been really like focusing on myself lately. I just like came off a cleanse. Shout out to the Q Cleanse. She had a 4-week program. I made it to week 3. I decided I didn't want to do week 4, but the cleanse was great. I felt better off of it. I mean, I felt better like after I was done. I lost a couple of pounds, and I just really feel good. And I've been working out. You know, I've been running. I've been hitting up a few classes. And I just feel really good about like where I'm going, and some of the goals I have set for this year, I feel really good about. So I'm just entering like my healthy girl, my poppin', like really glow up era. Like, you think your life is lit when you're like the life of the party and everything's turned up, but it's a different type of happiness, and it's like a high when you're like taking care of yourself, and you know your mind is clear and you're doing things you've been wanting to do. Like, I've been saying I was going to do this podcast forever, but a lot of the reason why I've been able to do it is because I was in my own way. I be going out and shit. Next day I'm hungover, wasting my weekends, not being productive. Then it's like I'm eating like shit, so then I'm feeling like shit. You know what I mean? It's like it all ties in, and I ain't taking away, you know, having a good time. I feel like we all should have a good time. We should celebrate life. But right now, I'm just in my era where I want to save some bread. I want to save some of my money. I don't want to be buying liquor and bottles all the time, because I do like to drink, and that shit will take my money if I allow it. And I just want to take a break from that. I want my mind to be clear. And it feels weird because I'm known to be like a party girl, but I'm just like, it's just not sitting with me right now. I feel like this is my season to do better for myself and really just, you know, take it one step at a time and keep the promises I made to myself. It feels weird though, because it's like, I think I'm like known to be like a turn up girl and like always outside and stuff like that, which I don't really give a fuck what how people view me. But it's like when you're known to be a certain type of person, or you're known for this, or you're known for that, you kind of like feel like you're boxed in. But it's like you don't have to stay a type of way. You don't have to be that person. At any time, you can choose to change your life. You can be like, okay, that don't serve me no more. I want to do better for myself. I want to, I want to do better, period. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you don't have to keep yourself in no box. And people will try to box you in, especially, you may be doing better for yourself, and then people only know the old you. So they're like judging you for shit you used to do. They probably think like you're still on the same time, but it's like, nah, I'm not. Like, I'm doing better. I'm feeling better. I'm living better. Shit's lit over here, actually. But yeah, y'all, don't let nobody box you in, and don't be afraid of change. Change is beautiful. People will box you in if you allow them to, but we ain't doing that over here. And it's like at some point you have to let go of what everybody thinks of you, because sometimes you do have to make sacrifices. Like when you are wanting to get ahead in life, when you are wanting to work on your business, like I've been wanting to work on this podcast, but I had to sacrifice some stuff, you know what I mean? Like saving up and not, doing certain shit and not spending on this, and that, because I wanted to save up and get some equipment. I wanted to get some lighting. I wanted to really take this podcast seriously. So I had to make some sacrifices to really do what I said I wanted to do. And sometimes we got to make sacrifices. And sometimes the shit ain't going to feel good, because it's like, okay, you want to live your life and stuff like that, but you can't. Well, you can, but it's like, you're not doing as much as you want to because you're saving or whatever. But it's okay to miss out. Sometimes it's okay to take a break. Sometimes it's okay to be a little bummy for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they say, if you can lock in for 6 months, your whole life can change. And I was thinking to myself for March, like, sis, like, you can't lock in for a month. And so I feel like, for the most part, March has been good. I've been focused. I've been getting shit done, keeping the promises that I make to myself. And it's just like, damn, like, you can really do anything you put your mind to. It's just all mental. It's what you decide to do. It's what you feel like you deserve. I know I deserve like a good life. And I know I deserve good health. And I deserve happiness. But in order for me to like do that, in order for me to prosper, I have to do some shit that might feel uncomfortable for a little bit in order for me to get ahead. And that's okay. But sometimes we just gotta miss out on some shit. Sometimes we gotta, we're not able to take that trip, or we're not able to go where we want to go. But, eventually in the long run, you will be able to go wherever. But I feel like that's really just a part of wanting to do better. It's all in your mindset, what you feel like you deserve, and what you're willing to do to get there. You know what I mean? If you really believe it, you really want to manifest it, you want to put in the work. We're going to manifest, okay? But there's work that goes behind that. You can't just say, I want this, and not put no work in, you know what I mean? You got to show yourself, like, I'm serious about this. This is what I want. You got to show yourself that you are on the frequency to receive these things. And by working on yourself, by sacrificing, just honoring yourself and keeping the promises you make to yourself, it helps to get to that point that you want to be at. So we just got to remember that, like, shit ain't too deep. And we ain't missing out on nothing, y'all. We still, like, young. Even, like, I don't care. Honestly, it don't really matter what age you are. You can do better. You can decide at any point, like, you want to change your life. You can be 70 years old. Bro, I remember, like, this one lady at my job, my old job, like, she was, like, in her 60s, and, like, she just met her husband, well, her boyfriend, and they got married. She moved into a nice-ass house. Like, it's never too late. Don't count yourself out. Like, there's so many stories, so many obstacles people have overcame. Like right now, you might be going through a storm, but I'm telling you, it's somebody out there that's been through a lot and now they're living their best life. That could be you too. Like, we gotta go through shit. Because if we didn't go through shit, we wouldn't know how good it feels when shit is going our way. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be able to have gratitude and appreciate what it is that we have, because we are really so lucky out here. We don't even understand the severity of it. Like, we're truly blessed, and there's some people who are not. And I feel like, we just gotta be grateful and not take things for granted, because we go through shit, but it's all lessons. It's like God is just showing us, like, listen, I know you're capable of more. I know you're going to be successful. I know you are going to live a happy life. But I need to show you a few things before you get there. You got to learn a few lessons. You got to hit your head a couple times. It's not always going to be easy. But when you're able to look at life that way, when you're able to look at life like, wow, okay, I understand that this hard time is for a reason. You're able to navigate in like a more easier way. You're able to flow more, you know what I mean? You're not always in a victim mentality. Oh, why me? Why me? Why not you? You were built for this. You are magical and you are resilient. And it might hurt sometimes, but when you come out on that other side, you gonna feel like, damn, like, can't shit stop me. Yeah, I can go and do that thing I've been wanting to do. Yeah, I can go start that business. Yeah, I can go do whatever. You gonna have that battery in your back, because it's like, all right, I done been through shit. What's to stop me? And it be the people who are meant to do the big task that's gonna go through the most shit. You know what I mean? You went through more shit because you were built for more. You were built for more success. This shit is not just for no reason, not just random. No, you were built to be extraordinary. And so I just feel like we gotta just keep that in mind always. You know what I mean? Because life is gonna throw us for a loop. Even, I feel like I try to stay pretty positive, but there's certain days where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But what I do is just remind myself, like, all right, Jazz, we might be having a hard time right now, but just remember, like, better days are coming, and we was built for this, period. So I'm just really grateful that I'm getting into, like, my healthy girl era, my journey. It's just, like, I've always been I always like was like a procrastinator, and just never had like a routine, always just went with the flow. And I'm still very like flow. I'm very big on like balance. But what I'm also learning is that balance has to be uneven sometimes, because there has to be a point in time where you're working harder, you're more focused, you have like that tunnel vision, because for certain dreams you got to really lock in. We want to have balance, and like balance is great, but it's like when you're swaying too much, like, say, like, okay, you want to lock in, but then you're doing things that don't involve you getting to your next level. It's like you're always going to stay in the middle. You got to get to that side so you can get forward. If you're just balanced, I feel like you're going to stay in limbo. So it is good to, catch a break. It is good to enjoy yourself, but it just depends on where you are at in life. And if you want to really lock in, then you gotta unbalance yourself a little bit and be willing to work harder, be willing to give up some fun, and just be willing to lock in. But it just depends on where you are in your life. You know what I mean? Not everybody is ready to do that. Not everybody wants to do that. You know what I mean? And it's no shade to it. It's good if you do. Self-development is a beautiful journey, and I'm telling you, working on yourself feels better than a night out. You know what I mean? Like accomplishing shit that you've been wanting to do. Because the years are going to fly by. We can go out at any time. But if you ain't putting into that work, and it's just like, damn, like, I'm still over here at the club, and I ain't get shit done. I ain't accomplished nothing. And you're like, just like, damn, 5 years go by. You're like, what the fuck did I do? You know what I mean? We got kids. We trying to break generational curses. We trying to do better. And, you know, we deserve to live a good life and we deserve to have fun, but sometimes we just got to put in extra work. Sometimes we just got to do better, and we're definitely able to do so. But it's just all in like what you think, if you're ready for that. If you're not, then hey, you will be eventually. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe sometimes it don't always click to everybody, but when you're tired of the same bullshit, when you know, when you want to do better, you gonna lock in. You gonna feel it. You gonna be like, oh, okay, like I'm ready. I'm ready to stop playing around with my own potential. We got so much potential. We just sit on the sidelines or we let everybody else shine. We're not doing that no more. Y'all, there's so many people in my surroundings, in my town. They have so much talent. Like, I live in a town of talent, bro, when I tell you. But it's like, I feel like we all get sidetracked, and this is just everybody in the world, honestly. But I feel like a lot of us get sidetracked with everybody else is doing. But it's just like you're the only one that matters. You know what I mean? Your dreams, your aspirations, what you want to do, like that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because they're probably also worried about what everybody else is thinking. And it's just like, if we just worry about ourselves and we just lock in and really just appreciate what we have, be grateful for what we have, I feel like things will click. You know what I mean? But it just depends on where you're at, what you want to do, what you want to be, and if you're ready to stop bullshitting. So yeah, I'm just entering my, healthy, healed, clear mind girl journey, whatever you want to call it. And I really feel good. And I hope that you guys can take the initiative to start doing some stuff for yourself and understand that, we can turn up, we can, live great lives of fun. Like, the fun is necessary. We need fun in our lives. But just understand, like, you're important enough to get to those dreams, and you're important enough to lock in. And it's all mental. You might not think you can do it, but you really can. And once you start, it only takes 21 days to form a habit. Once you start and you start to get in the routine of it, you're going to feel way better. You know what I mean? And just keeping the promises that you make to yourself is going to make you feel better overall. And it's going to let yourself know, like, wow, I trust myself. You're going to, experience less anxiety, less depression, because it's like you're regulating your nervous system by just being honest with yourself and following through. I really wish you guys all success. Really go for that idea that you've been wanting to do, that business, that career. I don't care if you're 40 years old or whatever age you are. It's not too late for you. People learn new skills, and people go back to school, and people change their minds. You can change your mind at any time, but just know that you're important enough to live a better life. But you just gotta want to do it, and you gotta be able to lock in if that's really what you want to do. Nobody can force your hand to do something that you want to do, or nobody can force your hand to live your life or live your dreams. If they gotta do that, then you must not really want it. But you are capable of it. And yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. I am about to go enjoy my birthday. I'm going to take my kids out to some restaurant. I'm not really sure yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. But yeah, I love you guys. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. We are on YouTube. We are on other social platforms that you can listen to your podcast. And if you haven't already, grab your Fine on the Inside journal. I have them here. They have over 50 journal prompts on the back. And these are good for like shadow work, just getting in tune with yourself. There's a bunch on here, but there's 50 altogether. And yeah, it's a good way to just open your mind, get some journaling in, and just ask yourself the hard questions, because I feel like we don't really do that enough. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 2, y'all. I'm staying consistent with this podcast because this is what I want to do. I feel like God has put me on this earth. I have experienced shit because I was supposed to help somebody. I was supposed to share my story in hopes that it will help somebody else. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have the best day.